Have you ever thought that your brain is more powerful than you can imagine? Imagine if I told you that your brain possesses superpowers that can allow you to control pain, communicate without speaking, or even kill someone without touching them. Have you ever thought that you possess superpowers, some of which are scientifically proven, and some of which are merely imaginary or as seen in science fiction movies? In this video, we'll talk about 10 hidden abilities that the human brain possesses, but we only use a very small percentage of them. Get ready because what you're about to hear will change your view of everything. 1. Telepathy, or someone was conveying information or trying to control their thoughts. There are people who say they felt as if someone was speaking to them, but without a voice. Telepathy is the ability to send and receive thoughts between two people without them speaking, or even moving. Or are there really people who can communicate with only their minds? In the 1950s, the CIA conducted real experiments on telepathy called the Stargate Project. Shockingly, it was both successful and shocking. Or they dreamt of something specific, such as being in that place and seeing those people, and also knowing what was being said before it was said. Has this happened to you before? Do you think this is fiction? 2. Vision of the future. Or does the mind have the ability to anticipate time? Imagine you have this ability. What would you do with it? Many people have said that they dreamt of a disaster and then woke up. It happened. Precognition is a phenomenon that is not fully understood, but it has been documented in real cases, such as the person who dreamt of the Titanic sinking before it happened. Is this just a coincidence? 3. Psychokinesis. Do you think it's possible to move something without touching it? Like moving a chair, a pen, or anything else you want. In Russia, a little girl was recorded moving a cup of water with her eyes on camera. It's also called insight, where a person feels that something, whether good or bad, is about to happen, and then it actually happens at the exact same moment. How come there's no explanation? Some say it was a trick, and some swear they saw it with their own eyes. Do you think this could be real? 4. Pain control. Monks in Tibet can walk on hot coals and plunge into snow without being affected. Their mind alters their body chemistry. For example, you don't want to go to a certain place, and then a shocking event happens. Or you're sitting somewhere and suddenly leave, and something falls. Or a car crashes into the place you were just sitting in. At Harvard University, a monk's body temperature was measured, and it was found to have risen voluntarily. 5. Extrasensory perception. Extrasensory perception is when you know something without anyone telling you, and you don't see it. People have known events happening in a completely different place. Science has tried to study the phenomenon, but it hasn't yet been able to fully explain it. 6. The sixth sense. A person reaches the peak of mental clarity. There are many situations where we sense that something is wrong, and then we find out we were right. That's not stress. That's the sixth sense. We can sense danger before it happens, but why? The human brain has an early warning system, but not everyone is able to hear it. 7. Learning while sleeping. Do you think it's possible to learn a language while you sleep? Scientists have discovered that the brain reacts to sounds during sleep and stores information. In experiments, students memorize words while sleeping and pass the test the next day. 8. Deep meditation, entering nirvana. But what we do know is enough to know that there is a great power within us, greater than any machine and more dangerous than any weapon. In a state called nirvana, the brain enters waves called theta, which make it feel as if it has left the body. In this state, the mind is capable of healing itself. 9. Photographic memory. People can remember everything in detail: names, numbers, places, scenes from 30 years ago, but some have said they suffer because their minds won't let anything go. 10. Mental attack. A crazy idea, but it's one that has existed in ancient civilizations. That you can harm or kill someone using your negative mental energy. Stories tell of people actually dying after being mentally threatened. Is this a curse energy, or just a deadly illusion? We still only know 10% of the human mind's capabilities. The question is, are we ready to use it? Or will we remain afraid of it?